Hello, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me know if I am loud enough. My mic is right here, and I don't want to have to hold it, but if I need to, I can. Just let me know if I'm loud enough. So hopefully everything works. Hello, Ms. Jenkins. Jenkins. I just really like this thing that lets me say hi to everybody like this. Hiya, Philip Noah. It's good to see all y'all here. Liam XB, hey. Hey, Soap. And hello, Darren O. It's good to see you all. I don't know how behind the chat is on this side because I did notice a few times that it does kind of lag a little bit, so I apologize if that is occurring here. Cereal Bowl, hello. Tommy McGee, hello. Thank you. I literally put it on last minute because I realized that it just needed it. So thank you. Hi, Kaishana. Hello, everyone. Not feeling the best. A bit stressed about college. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. Hopefully, things get to being more manageable and less stressful for you. But I'm glad you're here. Love your shirt stuff. That's pretty cool. Well, thank you. It's merch, and yeah. Oh, I have a story for you guys later. Sorry. Feel as though I'm not being listened to my needs. Do you have We have something called accessibility resources at our school. Do you have a person or a group that you can go to about that? Because I know in my school there's like a special group that handles that kind of thing. So you might see, possibly if you haven't already, if they can help you. I missed Mason D. Hello. Hello, Amanda Caesar. Flying Falcon. Sorry for not shutting up about anime the other day. Dude, it's totally fine. I will chat your ear off about it anytime myself, so no worries. And had a definitely had a fun time telling the anime dude that you knew like his videos. So that was pretty cool. Except for he hasn't answered yet, but it's because it's on Facebook and he doesn't really get on Facebook. Yeah, I've been here. Guess who wasn't late this time? Me. Congratulations. Hey, I wasn't late either. Actually, I was really worried that I'd be late today because, like, my time management skills aren't like the best in the world. Sovereign Prax. Hi there. I have that shirt. Love it, by the way. Very cool. Hello. I'm glad that you love it. That's awesome. Charlotte Henry, hello, new subscriber here from Scotland. Hi, hello. That's like quite a ways away. Oh goodness. Okay, so we've got a lot going on. Oh yay, hi. Minx Johansson, hello. Oh, yes, I did tell him, Falcon. Hi, real life answers. Silverprax and the same color, right? Liz Jenkins, who needs time management skills? Not us. Certainly not us, right? Hope to be happy. Hi from Kentucky, where it feels like the world is burning. I'm sorry that the world seems like it's burning, but hi. Also, by the way, I don't know why today was the day I decided, I should get the long sleeve out and then wear a wig that really should have a beanie because it's really hot in here and I have the air conditioning on, but like with the lights and everything. Let's just say that the edges of my glasses are literally fogging up from the heat from my face. So that's fun. But I know like there's a lot more going on in other places of the world. I'm just saying it's warm here. Not comparing in case people are concerned. Angel Bobbitt, let me click it. It didn't let me click it. Okay, there we go. Playing Division 2 and watching at the same time. Hello, everyone. Hello, Stephanie. Hello. Enjoy playing and all that jazz. Rony Bunny. I have a therapy appointment for ASD diagnosis for October 9th. My husband is allowed to come. Any tips or advice? So I'm glad that he's allowed to come because for me, I definitely needed somebody to be there. So y'all got that part down. Having someone there is really, really helpful. I would almost suggest you prep him to be able to step in when you can't talk. Maybe like when he's there, you feel comfortable enough to talk, but sometimes like under that kind of pressure, for me at least, I like forget everything that I'm like trying to communicate or I'm supposed to say, or like I just can't. So maybe bringing, why you think autism is the thing, right? And then specific examples are very helpful, especially if he's noticed anything or you guys have experienced something together. You both were like, well, that's kind of not normal. And that is explained by autism, stuff like that, because then he can kind of help corroborate that you're not just making things up or whatever. Any stories from your childhood that would point to specific diagnostic criteria for autism and stuff like that is also very helpful. So just kind of blah, blah. Today is not a day for me to say words properly. So just kind of stuff like that. That's my best advice at the moment. Hope everything goes well with that, by the way. I missed something, but I know that I saw Sadie and Kazi, so hello. I was gonna try to say hi and then yeah. So I wanted to tell you guys really quickly because I remembered because we were talking about merch. So I went to the post office yesterday. Oh, okay, two things. Today is like super informal. Oh, by the way, what days? No, that's 2 weeks from now. Never mind. Oh, yes. Okay, sorry. All right, I will focus. We got focus. Okay, so I went to the post office to drop something off that maybe I'll talk about that kind of stuff later. I'll try to remember to set it aside for a second. And I was wearing my autism isn't a dirty word face mask. And the person at the post office was like, oh, I like your face mask. And so we had a conversation, and they have a relative who I don't know if they were recently diagnosed or I didn't quite remember the facts correctly, but basically with Asperger's, and she was learning a lot about it, and that was really cool. So I was like, I mean, I have a channel about things with it, so I shared that information. But I thought that was really cool to like be able to facilitate a conversation that I don't think we otherwise would have had. I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. Oof. Kirsty Perkins. I heard that the creator of Danny Phantom and Fairly Odd Parents has been involved in faith healing scams to cure autism. Yay. So much fun. That's frustrating. That's disappointing. I don't know, it's so annoying because like every day it feels like you hear about someone doing something or like, I don't know, being scammy or misleading and stuff, and it's just like, I don't know, maybe I'll look into it, maybe I won't, I don't know. Last time, okay, guys, by the way, the amount of people who were like really mad that I said anything about chlorine dioxide, brain, for like the whole MMS thing, the amount of people that came out to tell me how much I did not know what I was talking about was amazing. And the amount of people who were defending its use was concerning, especially in autistic children. Now, like, I get it, like, some people might have different specific uses for it that are not necessarily ingestion. But yeah, I was surprised and concerned. So it's like, it's weird because a lot of these things I'm like, oh my goodness, like I want to talk about this. I can't believe this is happening. But a lot of times, usually that just is like, I don't know. I think I am not good at understanding. Like, I don't think we're always on the same page. So sometimes like I really enjoy making certain videos. I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to like find out all about this and tell everyone all what's going on. And then you guys are like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then I'm just like, I think I'm going to share a little bit about this thing. And I mean, it's not like the best video I've ever made, but I thought I'd share it. And then you guys are like, this is the best video ever. And I'm like, I'm so confused. Anyway, sorry. Woo. Off on everything right now. Hi, Gina B. I always feel like I'm saying everything wrong. Gina or Gianna? I feel like it's Gina, but I don't know. And we're having quite the conversation about all of that. Flying Falcon, I forgot to tell you, but I met a nonverbal 23-year-old girl at the gas station. That's really cool. There is a girl here that I don't, cannot confirm because no one's like obligated to share their diagnosis. There is a girl here who likes to go out by like the corner and sit there and rock. And I'm like, I mean, sometimes I just want to be like, can I come over there and sit with you? And then we can rock together. But that might be weird. So I don't know. I haven't. I mean, I feel like if we were to cross paths, I would like to say hi. So yeah. Anyway, but that's cool. Hey, Alex Carson. Hi, like your shirt. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I said it right. Of course, I try to say it 5 times, so hopefully I said it right out of those many different times. I was supposed to tell you something. Oh yes, if you are a YouTube channel member, I really need you to vote on the polls that I put out. I put out 6 different polls. So if you go to the channel and then you go to the community tab, on the main channel page, and then there's a bunch of tabs and you hit community tab, you'll be able to see all of them because yeah, not all of them are very decisive. So if you are, I just wanted to remind you guys of that because yeah, that was on the list of things I should remember to say today. Actually, that was the only thing I was going to remember to say today. And then when when we talked about merge and yeah, anyway, yay. Come on, click. MNBY123. Hey, how are you doing? I go to a group with a big spectrum of people with developmental disabilities. Very cool. Oop, sorry. Very cool. Cereal bowl. Apparently, New Age has a weird explanation for autism called crystal children. I did not know that. That is very interesting. Hey! Hey! That's crazy. Sorry. You have a name very similar to a friend of mine. You have ASD and CPTSD. If you guys haven't seen Yosemite Sam, she did a video on the whole thing with autism and PTSD trauma and stuff like that, and kind of how sometimes those symptoms can overlap and how they might influence each other and that kind of stuff. It's very interesting. So y'all should definitely check it out if you haven't already. I thought that was interesting. Hey. I love how okay, I'm actually pretty happy that you guys are having a pretty good conversation with each other. It looks, at least it appears to be what's happening right here. So I'm pretty excited about that. Yak been here. You should carry a fake guitar to the corner and say, "Can I rock with you?" And maybe the wordplay will be less awkward. They probably won't. But I feel like you're the only person who could make that happen. Liz Jenkins, whoa. Stephanie, are you a horsey person? Just seen the photo behind you. Yes, I am a horsey person. I am. This, can I do it? This, no, yeah, there we go. This photo right here, I was 11, 12, something like that. And that is a horse that we leased for a little bit because we could not afford to actually own a horse, but we had a friend who had a barn and horses. And so, yeah, it was pretty cool, except for I always wanted to connect with the horse, but the horse was actually supposed to be for my sister to ride and stuff. So I kind of got in the way and was very annoying. Come on. Okay. Miranda Widows, hello. My 3-year-old son got diagnosed in February. Very nice. Sometimes I feel weird because okay, so I think it's cool, right, when people get diagnosed, and then I remember some people don't find it very cool. So when I say oh, that's cool, I genuinely think that it's cool that you guys know about it and you guys can I don't know, work on things to help and support now instead of be confused and fumbling through why things aren't going the way you thought they might or whatever. But yeah, because sometimes I feel I have to explain that, especially to parents, because I feel a lot of the adults who say oh, I got diagnosed, if I say, oh cool, that's awesome, that's normal, right? Because they were usually seeking it, but sometimes parents aren't so excited. So yeah, anyway. Will Green Linguist. I was diagnosed when I was 3 back in 2001. It was a very different time. Yeah, I bet. See, that's one of those things too, because I often feel oh, I wish I knew sooner, right? But I think I wish I knew sooner in this context, if that makes sense. Because had I been diagnosed when I was young, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I would have been like subjected to things that are like really outdated and not exactly helpful and possibly harmful, or just feeling not great about myself because of the stigma around it. I think that overall, I think a lot of people have done a lot of learning since then because dang, yeah, because 2005 is when Autism Speaks was founded, right? I think. So 2001 was before even Autism Speaks was around. So yeah, that had to be fun. Cereal bowl powered by StreamYard. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If you want the comments on the screen, you're gonna have to deal with it, basically. Um, T Queen Boss One Infinity. Hello. I really just got diagnosed today. Wow, that's really cool. I guess I'm a part of the family spectrum. And your videos really help me understand myself. Well, that's really cool. And I'm really glad. Like, it makes me feel happy when people are like feel helped in some way, and whether it's to help understand themselves or people understand things or whatever, like that just makes me happy. So that's really cool. That's cool. I don't know, like oh, I'm just I'm sorry, I'm getting nervous again. I'm sorry. I think last month I was not very nervous, and today I am again. I don't know why. Okay, but yeah, that's really cool. I'm really happy for you. Gina B, we are beautiful. um, yeah. Cerebral Autism Speaks was founded on February 11th, 2005. Yeah, I was like other people in my family. I'm not super good on dates, but I was pretty sure it was 2005. John Medella. Hi, Stephanie. I just started a job at a pharmacy, and noise in the background from patients, staff, phone calls, the job description. Which is better, noise cancel or earplug? Reasonable accommodation. So I'm sure you're trying to fit it all in like one comment here. Depends. I think most likely they would probably prefer the earplugs for reasonable accommodations, just because it won't look like you're like clearly ignoring people if something's just in your ear, if that makes sense. But you can always talk to, I think, HR. It depends. It's so confusing because certain companies have specific HR departments. Other times it's like you literally just talk to your manager, businesses and stuff. I would probably ask first, like, what's more comfortable for you? Are you leaving? I guess put her out because she's not. Sorry, my husband's leaving and he wanted to know what to do with our dog. And as sweet and cute and adorable as she is, if you've ever been on a live stream where she's been with me, basically what she does is she tolerates me talking to you guys for about 10 minutes and then barks consistently because she's mad that I'm not paying attention to her. So yeah, that's not gonna work out. But yeah, sorry. So like yeah, so for you, like if you know which are better for you personally, you might ask for those, and if they say, well, that's not really, if that might look bad, blah blah blah, then you can ask for the other or something like that, if that makes sense. But I would go for what you're more comfortable with first, and see if they can, because I saw someone who's working in Walmart like a month ago, and they let him have noise canceling headphones on. So I mean, it depends. I don't think it's unreasonable, but some places get real like snippy about stuff. Cyrus, sorry, McKeever, Stephanie, have you been went to pushing the button. Okay, sorry. I had went to a school where they did a lot of fundraising for the Olympics, and I had a friend who her and her family were very involved in it. But I actually haven't gone before. Have you? J.R. Keys inside the rabbit hole. We just picked up an English staffy. His name is Harry. Oh, that's so cool. Ours is a, well, technically, okay, so every time I say Shepherdor, because I looked online and a German Shepherd and a Labrador are like together, full blooded of one together. Anyway, it's a Shepherdor, but a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about. So it's a German Shepherd and Black Lab mix, but she looks mostly more like a Black Lab, except for she's got like funky curly hair on her back, and her ears sometimes will try to stand up because of the German Shepherd. It's super cute. She's very cute. I like her so much. She's so cute. I make her cuddle with me all the time and give her squishes. Sorry. Okay. Darren, used to play Special Olympics basketball and hockey. Very cool. I've never really been into a lot of sports and stuff. Probably because I'm not very coordinated. But I wonder how that was for you guys. Oh, okay. Sorry if you can hear that. I'm gonna wait a second because that's annoying. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Kaishana, hello, I'm back. Had to grab lunch. Welcome back. Yeah, I stopped because my husband was starting up his motorcycle and it was really loud to me. And considering my mic is closer to the window, I figured it would probably be kind of loud to you guys as well. Kirsty Perkins, ever seen the anime Kotura-san? That anime seems like an allegory for being neurodivergent based on what happens to the main character. I haven't, but I will have to remember to check that out when I actually feel like checking out new anime. Recently, I've been rewatching the same anime. Like when you first experience something, you're in the you don't know anything part and you're discovering with the characters and stuff, but you miss the hints about things, or at least I do. So it was very interesting going back and watching, of course, only canon, which also explains so much of why I dropped important information because I was overwhelmed with anime originals that had nothing to do with the plot randomly being inserted between actual plot based episodes or whatever. So I've been taking notes to try to understand characters better, especially my favorite character, because anyway. So I've just been going through and trying to catch where there were hints about things that other people got but I didn't. And it's very interesting. It's actually quite fun to watch and maybe re-understand where the characters are coming from. I don't know. So yeah, I'm really stuck on that. So when I do watch anime, it's usually that or the new Fruits Basket. With season 2, I've been trying to keep up with that. T Queen Boss 1 Infinity. Oh yeah, notes are a good thing to have when getting diagnosed. I had a lot of them and they helped. Very cool. I just documented social symptoms and stims really, but I never forgot anything. That's good. I have actually next week's video I have already recorded. It's going to be super laid back. And I'm actually going to share with you guys checklist with all the ones relevant to me highlighted. But I've already gone over that on the channel, so I didn't want to do that again. But I had another list that isn't online anymore. I found out after recording and editing and stuff. But then after that, I had actually personally typed out some of my experiences and stuff, kind of my plea to the doctor. And none of this actually ever got in the hands of a doctor, nor did I ever get to read it. But I thought I was going to share it with you guys, so that's what next week's is going to be. I don't know, that just reminded me. But yes, notes, very good. Examples, very good. Data, very good, because it helps people know that you're not just today I wanted to feel like I was different, I don't know why people think people do that, but Darren O says, I know autism is genetic because although my mom is undiagnosed, she has the personality of an Aspie. I can relate. I have one parent who is also undiagnosed, but if you've ever seen someone tick off so many boxes of the stereotypical Asperger's profile, so I know where mine came from. I think that's something I also I don't know. Okay, like sometimes I get like so full of random ideas, and like sometimes I like want to like pursue them, right, and like go after them, and then once they're done, they're like completely done for me. And then sometimes there's like really good ideas that I think are great for like 5 minutes, so sometimes I write them down and sometimes I don't, and then I never get back to them. So like I have a pile of random things, but one of the things I want to get into is like the reason why people do look for other reasons, other than like genetics and stuff, because I think that would bring a lot of understanding for both sides, as to why people do that, and why it's not always just like people are being awful and stuff like that. But yeah, just a lot of things thinking about, and I keep on diverting onto different things. Felicia Hale says, "Is it normal to get burned out?" I think so. I would say so. Yes. Well, okay. So like, there's obviously like different types of burnout, but if you're talking about like autistic burnout, okay. So like when people are talking about like, I feel like okay. So there's like occupational burnout, which everybody experiences at some point, or like volunteer burnout, or types of like specific roles. But there is also like autistic burnout, which for me personally, I relate better to as like a kind of regression, but that's just me personally. A lot of people don't prefer that terminology. But yeah, it's pretty normal because you're trying to like operate. It's almost like you're trying to operate to a standard that is different than your capabilities, basically. And sometimes that's not even, I don't feel like, because like I've gotten burned out before without it necessarily being like, I should be like these other people. Sometimes I just kind of have this problem with just going full speed and completely crashing once I um, realize that I am not superhuman. And the reality is, I do have limitations. And those limitations often are even more than the average human being. And unfortunately, that realization doesn't tend to happen until I burn out. So I think, yeah, it's pretty normal. Hey! Okay, sorry. I just looked down and I see like this whole green thing. Hi, Joe M. Welcome to be. Thank you for becoming a YouTube member, and welcome to being a YouTube member. All those things. Also, since you are new to the whole member thing, you should check out the community tab. There's some member only posts, and specifically there are 6 polls up right now. If you would like to vote on them, either now or later, or before too long, that'd be great. But yeah, thank you so for that. There we go. Angel Bobbitt. When I was little, I was ashamed of being in special ed classes because I wanted to be normal, although I was not normal. I was told I was developmentally delayed, but no real diagnosis. Huh. That is interesting. Because I think technically, a developmental delay is, I don't know if that's like, I would say so, because yes. I mean, technically it is, unless if they just didn't have you diagnosed as developmentally delayed. I think they would have to put you in special ed. But yeah, I see, and that's like one of the things I really don't agree with, the way that like schools do things a lot of times, because we kind of felt like if we were in normal classes or whatever, we sometimes would have like a special ed person be in our class, but like bond with them and have them be in our class, because they would be in there for a little bit and then they'd be taken out. And so we kind of like socially learned like, oh, well, they're that class and they kind of sit in, when it's, I think, a lot more beneficial for us to feel like, oh, like that's our classmate and they are a part of us. And I think when I was growing up, at least, I really missed out on that personally in my classes, where because people that I don't know, I just think it personally kind of does a little bit of a disservice. but I don't think it's anything to be ashamed of. But I know, like, when you're little, it's really hard not to be. Anything that makes you different is hard, especially when you're younger, because you don't understand that different is okay. And children, when they see something different, they can be really mean about it and alienating. And so, yeah, I can understand why you would feel that way. Something happened. I'm sorry, I don't. Ronnie or Roni? Bunny. I spoke in full sentences by 5 months old. Very neat. Is that? I need to look into hyperlexia because I want to do a video on it, and I keep on hearing about it. But I thought that was reading. Maybe it's. I don't know if it has to do with speaking too. Cereal Bowl says, "What is your favorite portrayal of autism in the media?" That's a really good question, actually. Oh. Okay, so literally just because it's like recent in my mind. But the thing is, it's not fair because they didn't say autism. I feel like for one character, they definitely were trying to shove it in your face that they were. I've been rewatching Bones again. So like, I think I really like the dynamic between Brennan and Addie, or Zach Addie, because it's almost like you're more stereotypical or very extremely literal thinker, with the more female is capable to do, better social masking. But like, they communicate together really well, and a lot of times they use each other as a liaison for like other social contexts, which I just really think is cool, because that's kind of how, when I get together with other autistic people, like, we kind of use each other as like, here's our special language, we know what we're talking about. And then when someone else knows more about a social thing than us, we just kind of like, what are they talking about? And then you relay it in terms that make sense. Then you're like, yes, that. But like with Zach Addie, I really feel like they're trying to tell you he is autistic. With Brennan, I don't know that they really are. But as a specific portrayal of autism, there's not much. There's not much that I've seen, I guess. So I don't know. Other than that, I guess. T Queen Boss 1 Infinity says, "How common do you think developmental delay occurs in autism? I had speech issues and took speech therapy until 5, so I am wondering if that is seen often." I would say that it's seen often because that's one of the first questions I was asked about my childhood. Like, if I had IEPs, if I had developmental delays, if I wasn't reaching milestones at the right times and stuff like that. That was like one of the first things that they were looking for. So I would say yes. It is typically seen with it. It doesn't mean it will be for sure, but it's not uncommon. Alex Carson, hello again. "I appreciate knowing other autistic creators because I feel less alone whenever I talk about it. LOL." That's cool. Yeah, I know. Like, I think it's interesting because it's very unique, right? Like, I don't know. It is pretty cool. I agree. Joe M said, "The whole staff and Brennan have traits." LOL. Yes, but like, I feel like of them all. Well, at least at this point, I'm still before like they start introducing all the other people or whatever that they have, like, kind of, what's the word, trade in different people or whatever. But yeah, I think especially them. Yes, there's definitely traits in some of the other ones. Button. Push the button. Push the button. Push the button. It's not letting me do it. There we go. Sorry. Gabby Kitty says, "Only 25 more days until I start my testing. I'm 42 and have been trying to do this for 11 years. Wow. I'm glad that you're at least able to finally, sorry, I have to scroll back up, get to testing soon, finally. That's a long time to have to wait. And I'm really glad that this is coming up. I hope everything goes well and, you get the answers that you are looking for and need." D Rose says, "I was proud to be in special classes." That is cool. I like that because I know like not a lot of people necessarily felt that way. Nickeltic socks. Sorry. I've been seeing some parents of severely autistic children that say that they have minds of babies, and I've been trying to convince them that this is not the case. Yeah, that's the tricky thing because a lot of times when people are talking about severe autism, they're usually actually talking about autism coupled with an intellectual disability. And again, that doesn't mean that they're just inside. And some people think that not speaking equals severe autism, which is also not true. It's just a lot of misconceptions. So it is kind of frustrating, but at the same time, you do have to realize some people, yes, they're going to have a more like late development in their like mental capacity. And that's just kind of when you're dealing with like a major intellectual disability. That doesn't make anyone less or to treat them like poorly or anything. But yeah, it is hard because, yeah, that's another thing I want to have a conversation about. I'm actually trying to. I have things everywhere. I'm really trying to get together a thing about the concept of like parents and autistic people and how that can a lot of times be a really big divide, and the concept of non-speaking autistic people, and who gets to talk for them, because the parents usually say I'm their voice, and then the autistic people are saying, well, like, I'm autistic, so I'm their voice, and it's just like a whole lot of things that go on. And we're talking about people who can't self-advocate. There are some people who can't self-advocate. There are a lot of people who can. And so I just think it's a conversation definitely to have. It's a big project, though. I already know it's going to be a really big project to work on, and I'm just like, I'm excited to do it, but like I have to frame it properly for it to like be organized, and my brain is like clicking through things. Liz Jenkins says mainstream and special ed, so those who are on the boundary between the two don't fall through the gap and miss out on the opportunities or support they should have. I'm trying to understand what you were saying, but of course it probably is like not in context because my genius self just randomly hit this thing. But yeah, the idea of not letting people in between maybe the extremes or whatever, or the normal sectioning or whatever, could very. Sorry, my brain isn't working right now. I apologize. Yes, I agree with you. Is what I'm trying to say. I know someone said. Oh, sorry. So it's NE Celtic socks. Yes. Hopefully. Sorry about that. Sorry, it was a 3-part comment. Yeah, I just hit something because I hit the wrong. I keep hitting things. I'm sorry. Yeah, as you might have noticed. Darren, one guy that bullied me actually had a learning disability, and I came to realize he did it because he had his own insecurities. I mean, it's terrible and not right, but it explains some bullies. And I think that definitely is a lot of the time the case. And it's frustrating because, like, it can be very, like, yeah, you can understand things, but like at the same time, like, you can't just let people do horrible things to other people, and like that balance is often very difficult. I know someone had said something. Okay, I know it was somewhere. I'm just gonna like. I'm sorry if you like commented in the last like 5 minutes or something, because my brain isn't working, because I was like, yeah, you know why. I know why. We all know why. But my brain is like stuck in other places now, and I'm trying to focus. It's not. Come on. MNBY123 says, I believe that it's very hard for people who have ID but not behavioral issues. Yeah, I would think so. Hey! French fries with Asperger's! Hello! If you guys don't know who this person is, you should really check her out. I'm just saying. She does autism videos as well. And didn't you say you were going to do some stuff in Spanish, I think you said? I think. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but if you did, because that would be really cool. I think we really need that in our community. Hello, Teresa Simpson. The trolls are marching in. You be the wise, by the ways. I don't know why I said it that way. Tommy, because some not like that, Liz. Because I can't see everything on this one, so like I see more of my admin controls on the actual YouTube thing. So yeah. I'm having hard time focusing, and because like you guys are seeing, some of you are seeing more than I am, I guess I don't know. Where did it go? I feel like push the button, push it, push it, button. There we go. Yes, but it's going to take longer than expected. That's totally fine. I'm just saying we should probably like, you know, hit the subscribe button for you to like, you know, wait around, and whenever you're ready, it happens, and they'll be ready to receive the content. I don't know. I'm just excited about it. JR Keys inside the rabbit hole. It's hard with 199 different comments. Yeah, I feel like today has been probably the worst for my brain processing for the past few times since I've started trying to do this monthly. I think I did okay trying to keep up the last few times. It's just great. Lots going on over here. Something is because the French fries are good though. They like really are. Okay, this is what I want to tell you guys. It's not important at all, but I want to tell you about it because my brain has been stuck there as well. Again, not that, Liz. But seriously, I have like, okay, so my sister and I have a Poshmark closet thing, and so like recently I've been cleaning out my closet, you know, because you know clothes and stuff and people do that, and so I like started making sales. Well, you know what happens to people like me when they start to be successful at something? They go a little bit crazy. So I may or may not have like one the other night I spent a lot of time that I didn't need to spend, but I couldn't stop myself. It was terrible. Filling up a cart full of stuff that was supposed to, like, for resellers or whatever. But then it was like $400 shipping, so that's never gonna happen. But I just wanted to see. I just wanted to see. I have a problem. Is like, I have 100 pieces of clothing for $100, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that'd be so wonderful. And my husband's like, don't you dare. But I'm excited. So yeah, that's why I went to the mailbox, the post office the other day, which is why I got distracted while I was trying to tell that story, because then I was like, oh yeah, Poshmark. Unfortunately, unlike people, would be pretty cool. I don't know if they're even sponsoring people anymore, or if I've just not watched random people try on clothes in a long time. I watch a lot of things that don't really make sense because, like, there's some people I'm never gonna buy that. We don't even like have similar body shapes, but I will watch you try on $500 worth of clothes. I don't know why. It's a problem. So there you go. That's what's been going on in my brain recently. Oh, and also, I needed to tell you this. Yeah, I've been here. You have a good husband, Stephanie. I do. I do. Angel Bobbitt says, anyone have a habit of picking the skin off the lips, or is that an OCD thing? I definitely do that. I have like a bump on my skin is going to be picked at, and so I end up like bleeding and all that fun stuff. Liz Jenkins, that's a lot for shipping. Was it coming from the moon? It might as well have been. Well, what they were doing was they were charging shipping per item. So even if you like bought 2 items from the same person of the same kind, they would charge you like shipping from China for each item as if it were completely separate, which is stupid, and I think a rip off. Tommy says I used to do a lot myself. And we are now back on the topic of skin picking. Yeah. Okay. I feel like there's something else I was supposed to tell you. Oh yes. Okay. May not be able to do this. Won't be able to do this particular time anymore for live streams. So I was wondering about y'all's input because I am about to start a job in which I will be working at this particular time, but I go in at I'd have to leave the house like around 6. So obviously I couldn't sit down and do a live stream at 6 because that clearly would not work. But it's possible I could do one at 4, which is my normal time of publishing videos. If I did that, obviously though, it would be a strict 1 hour. Although honestly, 1 hour is probably a good idea for me because I start losing the ability to think and keep talking to you guys after an hour usually, if not before then. So I was wondering if you guys would rather do 4 p.m. on the last Thursday of the month, or if you'd rather me push it to a Wednesday at 6 p.m. or what. So if you have any thoughts, feel free to leave them in the comments. This is Central Time for me. So yeah, this started at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I have to keep on remembering that other people have different time zones, and me randomly saying, hey, 6 o'clock means nothing to most people. No, everyone's guessing what time zone. Central Standard Time. That's all I know. Sarah says, I think that's how I don't know. It's separate, so it makes me want to say it different, but I don't know. I like 4 p.m. because right now it's almost 2 a.m. here. Oof, yeah. So if you guys, I think I would prefer to do it then because it would still be kind of on the day that I normally post. So if y'all are for 4 p.m. Central on Thursday, the last Thursday of the month, then I'm good with that too. Y'all have been here. You stream whenever. Yeah, that's another thing I was thinking about. I haven't been going as well to my midweek services like I should be. But yeah, for a lot of people, it would probably run into that issue. I do not understand. Kirsty Perkins, I live down in Texas, so we're in the same time zone. Yay. Darren O. Stephanie, have you ever watched Through Our Eyes by Alyssa Huber? She's actually an Aspie that's right in your area. Really? I didn't know she was in my area. Interesting. I can't remember. I can't remember. Stop. What? Stop. Push the button. Karselki, what's happening? Why are we stopping? Am I stopping? Are you stopping? Is someone in the comments stopping? I do not know. I would love to know, because I don't know. Someone's in Iowa. I don't know who's in Iowa, but someone's in Iowa. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Gotcha. Darren O says, I used to program computers for a long time back in the good old days of computers when they had assembler language. Medella, I'm at Seattle, Washington. 6 p.m. PDT is better, but I have to ask boss. I am confused. Pacific time is, but Washington's that way. Okay, so later is better for you because that would be later for. I'm confused. I'm sorry. Oh. Lizzie P back and it's snuggled in bed. Very good for you. Happy for you. I've been having great naps recently. Crystal Williams says it's 6:50 p.m. here. I'll be here anytime you like. Oh, well, I appreciate that. And it appears we are in the same time zone then. I think they are ahead of us, aren't they? Maybe. maybe. I don't remember. Well, because that's East, isn't it Eastern? Because I do not know. Yeah, I've been here. This is the comment where I encourage Stephanie to not skip church services, even midweek ones, because that's the kind of internet friend I am. Very good internet friend. Appreciate it. Oh, Roni. Okay, got you. Sorry. Stephanie, Roni pronounced like macaroni. You asked earlier, so I thought I would let you know. Thank you. I feel like I remember things and then I forget them. I'm directionally challenged. It's almost 5 p.m. here. Yeah, I'm directionally challenged as well. My husband would try to like teach me like when we're driving and stuff, like, what direction is this? I'm like, I don't know, we're going that way. And then he'd be like, no, that's west. And I'm like, good for you. He's like really good at this stuff. I am not. MNBY123. What do you guys think of her? I think that pretty cool. I know that there's some controversy like around how she views certain things, and I think really honestly it's mostly a product of like when she grew up and stuff like that. That is something I might talk about one day on here. Flying Falcon says, I have some chores, so you guys have some fun picking on Steph. Bye. Thank you for giving them permission. I have fun doing chores. Chores are boring, terrible, awful. Felicia Hill says, do you sing on apps? I just like to sing to myself. I don't really sing on apps. I don't know what you mean, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But I like singing. John Medella. Hi, Stephanie. I'm in Seattle. CDT is 2 hours later than me. It's 4:53 p.m. PDT. The later the better. How about 9 p.m. your time? 7 p.m. PDT. The problem is that I would still be working because I'm going to be working overnight. So, yeah. Marion King. Hello, Stephanie. Hello. When you were diagnosed, what were your feelings about the diagnosis? And thank you for being on tonight. Well, thank you for being here. What were my feelings about the... Sorry, Darren, you're here on here. I keep on... Okay, so like, same issue, sorry. Okay, what were my feelings? Well, it was kind of interesting because it was like, there was definitely a sense of validation at first. It was really, really weird. Like at the very beginning, I was like, yeah, I know that. Like, yeah, yep, they know it. I know it. It's for sure. Like that's official. Okay, cool. Yep. I was right. I learned a lot of stuff about it. And then it was like, all of a sudden, like, oh, I really have that. And then I started realizing, like, I don't know, because before diagnosis, at least for me, it was like everything's like hypothetical, right? And it became not hypothetical anymore. So like when you're reading about social deficits and people having trouble with this and that, and you're like, well, they could explain this, but like, I don't know for sure. And then you realize, no, it really does explain that. That is really you. And you really don't get a lot of things that you have like tried to pretend you get. And now we can face the fact that you don't get it. I spent a lot of time in my life pretending to understand things that I didn't understand in social contexts. And then I started realizing that people probably see me differently than I thought that they saw me. And yeah, so it was like, yeah, and then like it was a roller coaster. Basically, is the just the in summary. I don't know. I'm not putting that one up, and I'm not gonna say it all. But Super Zoner 2, thank you for the super chat. Yes, they hate us because they ain't us. Gotta love people today. Greg D, I remember when my therapist first mentioned high-functioning autism. Sorry. My parents were like, what? It explained a lot. Yeah, I think it was interesting. Like, I think it's interesting because, like, you have to. What is the words I'm trying to say? I don't know. I think you're dealing with like your family dynamic. I think it depends on everybody, right? So like when some people are like, that was very odd of you, and then they're like, oh, this is the answer, then it's like, okay. But then if there are people who, you know, are not diagnosed and are also autistic parents, they might not understand how that could possibly be different. Or like they were like, oh, you know, everything's normal. I don't know what you're talking about. So I don't know. I think it depends on the situation. I think I'm just talking. You know what I mean? I'm just talking right now. It's not a good look for me. I don't know, Tommy. I don't know. What are Angela Bobbitt? Anyone else besides me have issues maintaining employment? I have tried to be an EMT, a correctional officer. I did really well in orientation and academy, but when it gets real, I get overwhelmed. Maintaining employment is quite an issue for a lot of autistic people. I maybe interested in looking into like what people can do for accommodations, because I've kind of experienced that same type of issue myself, and I know a lot of other people don't tend to be able to hold jobs very long, even though they're skilled. You know, like you said, like all of a sudden it gets overwhelming. And you know, I'm sorry to hear that. I wish there was like an easy answer, right? Like, oh, like just do this thing and everything will be great. But like, you know, it's not usually how that works. Aw. Pam Bearday? I'm sorry. I don't care when you do it as long as I get a notification. I really like this. It feels wonderful and safe. I'm in Montana. Oh, this just makes me happy. Hopefully you will get a notification. I don't know how it works. Did you get a notification for this one? Because so like when I schedule it through StreamYard, I don't know if that affects if people get notifications or not. So I'd be interested in oh, that's what we've got here. Okay. Ooh, can someone, no, they can't. I can. Please hold. I need to do something. I'm working on a little project with a friend of mine, and this is my annoying sarcastic voice. I'm sorry. So can I found something I want. Can I please? Where did I get my stimming shirt? This is actually merch. So I don't know if it's in the description box of this video or not. But if you go to like my main channel page or whatnot. Sorry, brain working. I need this really quick. I need that. Thank you. I'm working on a compilation of particular types of comments, and thank you, Car Selkie. Appreciate it. That helped me. Where do I go? I don't know what I'm doing. What was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. I get distracted too easily, I think. Some people were saying that they got a notification. It was super awesome. I don't remember if I was saying anything else. Dang it. I'm sorry if I was like trying to answer somebody. I got distracted. I realized what was going on with something, and then I was like, I have a side project I'm working on. I'm working on when people say things that are ridiculous to me. Or, you know, others. But a friend of mine wants to do a video on that. So I appreciate that. You know, and giving me more content for that. I really appreciate it. Sorry. Okay. I will move on. Darren O says, I'm thinking about doing a video on my channel about my faith walk with autism, and I know the Get Healed trolls will come out of the woodwork when I do. I don't know, I just feel it's coming. Yeah, I think that's definitely a difficult thing in, concerning faith and stuff like that. I don't know what I just said, sorry. And trying to like educate people about things is it's hard. And then of course you also have people who want to be, and then it's like it's a very tricky conversation when it comes to faith, I think, and autism and stuff like that. But I think like if it's something you want to share and you want other people to feel confident in for themselves, then I don't think there's anything wrong with like I guess what I'm trying to say is like it's more worth it to put it out there. Yeah, there's gonna be people like that, but they're coming, right? So like, yeah, you're being ridiculous. Okay, you can just block them if you need to. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, you're probably right. They probably will. French fries with Asperger's. It's funny how most people I know they being associated with autism as a bad thing, but I really think it can be like a blessing to some of those that decide to see past the stigma. Like in your case, it gave you the opportunity to spread awareness and do this for a living. Very true. I mean, kind of for a living, but yeah. But yeah, I think yes, acknowledging that there are not always like wonderful, amazing, great things about it is fair. Like, and that should be a thing, right? We should be honest. Like, yeah, it's not a magical field of rainbows or whatever. But if we spend our lives being down on ourselves because other people think it's bad or stigmatize it or whatever, or thinking like, oh no, I can't like show my hands moving, and it's just kind of ridiculous because I feel like, I don't know, for me my perspective is like, we're made specially, and I think that's just another that we are different in a good way, and sometimes it's great and sometimes it's not, but I feel like a lot of people experience that with their things too. So yeah, but I think it's interesting having this conversation in the autistic community because I'm trying my best to remember to value that there are people with other views, if that makes sense. Like some people don't find it great, and that's okay for them if they don't feel that way. I don't find the value in sitting there and hating it all day long, but some people, that's how they feel because of how it affects them. And so I think it's been interesting learning about trying to value all the voices, because I think sometimes that, we can get focused on like one or the other, right? Like it has to be a tragedy or it has to be like a superpower, right? I don't know why I went down that rabbit trail, but there you go. Oh no, sorry. Do we? Someone's saying good night. Good night, Lizzie. Sorry, I was late to that because I was just like going off on a tangent. The sad reality of something else. Okay, definitely I can get lost playing Sims 4. Moderation is key because video games can easily become an idol. Yeah, I feel like Sims is such an easy game to like lose a whole entire week of your life. Like, but for me it's like completely on or completely off. I'm not very good at moderation with games, especially. But recently I've been pretty good about like playing the game for a few hours if I want to, and like being like, well, I'm kind of bored, I'm done. But there's definitely been a lot of times where it's like it's all or nothing. Like you won't see me for a week, it's fine. And then I just don't care about it. I actually literally bought The Sims 4 when it was newer, for my birthday, and I played it for like a week, and then for literally an entire year didn't touch it. So I felt really bad about that too, because I feel like I want to know. I want to know. Is it your honest belief, or are you just giving me content? I'm not sure. Maybe that's not nice of me, but I'm just saying. I'm wondering. I disagree with your hypothesis. How about that? Today is interesting. I feel like we haven't had that many trolls the last few times. Maybe either that or the filter caught them faster last time. But it's interesting. What? Joe M, I'm listening the stream while popping balloons every 5 minutes on Animal Crossing. That's fantastic. Oh my gosh. I don't even know who is who to who. Is there like a random? I don't know. Does it matter? Okay, sorry. It's okay, Tommy. No, that's not what I mean. I'm just like literally though. I haven't had to mod at all for like the last 2 streams. Is what I'm saying. I don't think I had to at all. Because otherwise I'd have to pop over on. Well, maybe it'll. No, I don't think I really did. Other than trying to let people through when they said autism, because for some reason autism and autistic kept on getting held back by the thing. I can probably find some other people if they want to be mods too, so you're not stressed out. I'm sorry. I just knew that you modded Carissa's, and so I was like, someone who knows what they're doing. I love you guys. That's all I have to say. I have a question, Car. Can you add like "In the Name of Love" or however that song goes? Because I feel like it would be really appropriate. For some reason, I didn't think you would get attacked. No, you're good. I was just kidding. Oh, you're fine. French fries. French fries. Okay, sorry. I think it's a human thing to be very hooked to things, video games, but especially to us because of how intense we can be with our special interests and the other factors that play in. I agree, and then plus because sorry, I'm reading other. Sorry, I'm amused way too easily. I apologize. No, because I mean they do make video games and stuff like that too enticing, just like how people binge watch Netflix and stuff. Well, like maybe not specifically Netflix because they're in like a whole lot of hot water for what they did, but whatever, whatever. They binge watch shows because at the end they tend to try to give you a hook to keep you going. So a lot of these things are designed that way. I mean, like a lot of teenagers, not even on the spectrum, can get very lost in like video games and anime and stuff like that. But yeah, I think our tendency to be very rigid in our thinking or having trouble with cognitive flexibility and having perseveration and all the things can definitely make it maybe more significant for us. Okay, but like why though? Why? I don't. I mean, I feel like it'd be very boring. This would be a very boring live stream if I were not talking. So, I mean, I could do other things, but that'd be also very boring. I'm just anyway. I could do this the whole time. It's also very annoying though, so you probably don't want that. Joe M, I just need to do something else with my hands. I can't just listen to the videos or TV because I'll pick my skin. Gotcha. So Animal Crossing or a game of solitaire or Twitter or etc. Right? I understand. I think that's like the best thing about like stimmy toys and stuff because you can. Sorry. Okay. Oh, that's great. Yeah, thank you. Can I here? Oh my god. Hold on. Thank you. Yeah, I've been here by the way. Oh, thank you. Also to somebody who just became a thing. Thank you, Tommy. And yeah, I've been here. I'll also add you real quick. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. ASMR live stream. Cringe for all of us oversensitives. Yeah. Yeah. It just okay, so you know when like people tell you not to do something? I will not do it to you guys. It's so cringy. I don't know. That's what I'm wondering in real life. I don't know if I think they're joking. I hope they're joking. But like I don't know. I mean they're joking, yes, but I don't know if it's to be funny or to be rude. I can't tell. I think it's for funny though, because I'm laughing. I don't know. This is what I could do instead, but yeah. Sorry, I'm derailing really badly, and it's been past an hour, which is usually the time in which I should probably stop. The one game I regret playing was Grand Theft Auto. Okay, but like it did. I do like the concept of open world games. I think that's cool. However, the rest of that particular game, but like the concept of being able to do anything in like the world is really cool to me. The only acceptable ASMR is cat purring. Yak Veneer says we should have a trumpet stream sometime, maybe. I think maybe not. Everybody would be like, click on and click off. Like, let's not do that. Does rain sounds count as ASMR? I don't know. Maybe? Possibly? Rain, sure. It's raining right now. Ooh. It's a very nice sound. I don't know. I can't remember what SMR technically stands for. So, I mean, I would think so. I have a trumpet right now. Okay. So, okay, here, let me put you up there real quick. Scared meow, or sacred meow, sorry. I have a trumpet right now. Group stream, welcome to hell. That's terrible. And we're all just playing the trumpet. Y'all play the trumpet. I'll play my fake trumpet with my voice. It'll be so great. Oh my god. My voice, Roni Bunny says, my voice goes flat when I'm reading. Is that the flat effect? I don't know in that case when it comes to reading. I know, like, if it's just, like, speaking in general, but I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know for sure. Yay, Tommy. Now you're, like, collecting wrenches. Okay. So, basically, I think what we're going to do is next month, Thursday at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. I apologize to the people that like have time zones where that makes it super inconvenient, because it's not as fun like just watching back as it is like being here and stuff. But that seemed to be what was probably going to work out for a lot of people at least. And also, I don't know what they're saying. Oh, also, guess what? So next, right? Next Wednesday, October 7th is my birthday, and I'm super excited about it. So we're gonna pretend that my October 1st video, where I'm just blabbing about what I brought to the doctor's office, we're just gonna go with that was because I wanted to, because it was gonna be my birthday soon. Does that make any sense? Absolutely not. But I didn't really I don't know. I didn't have a bunch of stuff researched, and I did want to go over that, so I did record it. See, this is one of those videos where I'm like, I feel bad because it's not like a super researched video, and I don't know. Sometimes you guys like it when I don't do super researched videos. I get confused about that personally. Not next Thursday. The last Thursday of the month, because this next Thursday will be October. Am I getting things confused? Will that give you enough time to be ready for work when the stream is over? Yes, because I have to start at 6:30. So if I set myself stuff out and I stop at 5, then I'll have enough time. That's assuming that I do well with my time management. We'll try it out. If it goes poorly, Thank you for the happy early birthdays, guys. Appreciate it. It makes me happy. Oh my goodness. Thank you, guys. French Fries says, I put it on my calendar. That's really sweet. Can people send you a gift on Facebook or on your Patreon? I mean, if they really wanted to, I guess, but it's okay. I appreciate it. Busy, and I know a lot of other people said it, and you guys are passing through, but thank you. That's really, really sweet. Sorry, I can't remember if you told me if it's Sarah or Sarah, maybe. Personally, I don't always need super research videos. I also just like hearing about your personal experience. I think that I suspect that a lot of people also agree with you on that, because for some reason those do better. And it confuses me because I'm over here, like, I want to learn everything, and here is all of my hard work. And you guys are like, okay, yeah, science, that's great, bye. It's just what I feel like sometimes. Oh, goodness. So the next live stream is Thursday, October. Oh, you're smart. Hold on, maybe I should actually look at what day that is. Oh, yeah. No, it's the October the 29th, because the 31st is a Saturday. But thank you for scaring me. Thank you, Darren, N.E., Celtic Socks, and everybody. Sacred Meow's birthday's October 11th. Very cool, very cool. Happy early birthday to you as well. Lots of October babies. Yay. Yeah, you scared me. I was like, oh crud, is that really? No, it's the wait, yeah, it's the 29th. Okay. Also, thank you to Greg for becoming a patron. I just got a notification on that. I don't know what you're on here as, but thank you. That was really cool of you. Okay, it has been an hour and 20 minutes. I've devolved into telling you that it's gonna be my birthday because I'm a spoiled child. Okay, but like now I'm in the boring birthday times, right? Because like pretty much most, like, you have 16, 18, 20 is kind of interesting because you're like no longer a teen technically, but then 21 and 25. But now I'll be 26. So what? You know what I mean? And then 30, you're old. Sorry for everybody who's like 30 and older. But like, you know what I mean though? Like, those are like the very celebrated birthdays. So like, it's not like exciting birthdays anymore. It's like, ah, yeah, okay, yeah, you're older or something. It's just fine. So, you know. Roni said, oh, yeah. Also, I noticed the voice in my head changes how it talks and the accent when I watch or hear too many people who speak in different accents. I always found it weird and never understood why. Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of people, like, 'cause I've noticed that too, where I'll start picking up other people's like accents and stuff and mannerisms, and then sometimes I can distinctly hear certain people's voices in my head. Like I could sorry, there's someone who, like, they're nice and all, but their voice, I don't like it. I can hear it though. Oh, and anyway, so yeah, I think that is something that a lot of other people have seen too. I'm not sure what it necessarily would fall under, but thank you, Tommy. Birthday gift, thank you, appreciate it, and thanks for calling me old. You're welcome. I've called you old a lot. I apologize. Sorry. Krista Williams, happy birthday early. Thank you. Appreciate it. Vin here says boring birthdays. 26 is when you can't be on your parents' health insurance in the USA. So you're officially an adult then. Oh yay! I haven't been in since I was 19. So it's not super exciting here. How old am I? So I am 25 right now, and then October 7th I'll be 26. That might actually be where some of the people came from. But thank you. Any Celtic Sock says, I shared this chat to a Reddit Autism chat about half an hour ago, hoping to see people join in. Well, thank you. I also, that actually explains a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Oh goodness, you guys are sweet. Philip Noah, $2 super sticker. Thank you, appreciate that. You guys are cool. I'm sorry, that was probably rude. You're technically probably not supposed to mention when your birthday is. So, thank you guys. I'm sorry. You're 57. Sorry, that was rude. You're 57. And then I'm like insulting people. I'm sorry. I don't mean to insult people. Thank you for everyone's kindness, and I'm sorry for insulting literally everyone who's 30 and older. And um, something is distracting. I just don't know what it is. All these youngins up in here. Busy says, I'll be 20 soon. Where I am, if you're above 18, you don't get supports for autism, so I'm not sure what to do. Oh, man. Yeah, they just recently added, here in the US, they just recently added provisions or like language changes to a bill that gets renewed every 4 years to change it from autistic children to people with autism to include or autistic adults too, and or whatever, anybody with individuals with autism or autistic individuals. I don't remember exactly how it said it, but basically to remove the concept that they would only cover children. So yeah, that's not fun. There might be, sorry, some of y'all are silly. There might be organizations that might be willing to hook you up with types of supports. That is also something. Okay. Welcome to the random brain farts of my brain. Really, those aren't brain farts. They're just random ideas. Would they be burps? I don't know. Hi, welcome. But something I've been thinking about is like local areas, like being able to set up like a network of and who knows, maybe this exists. So if this exists, please let me know. But like networks where local areas people find all the supports out there. Like a lot of times people will post, there's like a local group that I'm a part of, and someone might say something, and then we hear about this random place that no one's ever heard of that offers this kind of help that no one knew about. So like I think it'd be really cool to try to compile like maybe different people in different areas and like try to map it to know about like those lesser known places and what they offer, because there are a lot of charities out there. There's a lot of groups that help people, whether it's specifically with disabilities or autism or even just people in need in general, counseling and all that kind of stuff. But no one knows about it because it's not like it's advertised everywhere. Doctors' offices and stuff, they don't share that information really half the time. So I think it'd be really cool to like have a compiled list of like, these are all the people who would probably help you, and this is what they'd help you with, specifically in your area. But that's a lot of work and it would require a lot of people in a lot of places. So I don't know how well that would go, but it'd be really cool. Do, 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 do. Cyrus. Okay, I was like, what? I'm confused. Okay. Happy early birthday, Pam. Yes. I'm going to be 70 in November 23rd. Oh, wow, cool. Happy very early birthday. Hopefully, if you're around, we can say happy early birthday more appropriately, closer to, well, it'd be in October. We could say it early, and then in November, we'd be saying it late. But either way, happy upcoming birthday. And thank you, by the way. Oh, very cool. Philip Noah says, we have a nonprofit that supports people with autism here in Western New York. Very cool. I don't know what we're talking about. I don't understand what that means. What? I'm so lost. Okay, so I was trying to go back and understand the chat, but that's probably not gonna happen. So, yeah. So, yes. So we have agreed upon probably next month, last Thursday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if that changes, I will like let you know and everything. Thank you guys for being awesome. No, that makes sense. Sorry, my brain is going back to, anyway, it doesn't matter. I need to probably say goodbye to you guys. Yak been here. Will you do a stream on Thanksgiving this year? Is that, oh, that is the last I don't know. That's a good question, because usually our church has this big event on Thanksgiving. Okay. How about October? We know the date for November. We might have to move stuff around because that is Thanksgiving. Thank you for pointing that out. Yikes. I wonder if I'm gonna have to. I probably will. I'll probably have to be working that day, even then, because it's a warehouse and they fulfill products for people, and that's the day before Black Friday. So that's gonna be so much fun. So excited about that. Oh goodness. Roni says, according to Stephanie, my husband is old, but that's okay. So is mine. Busy says, thanks for doing streams and stuff. I think it's a good way to interact with viewers and stuff, and it's fun. Well, yay, I'm glad. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you guys for this kind of stuff. Rope Crewman 36, happy birthday. This channel is a blessing. Thank you. Thank you. Ah, you guys are so sweet. Okay, well, anyway, thank you. Okay, so thank you guys. You're super cool. But I'm really slow at the whole getting off the stream part. So this is me trying to do that now. I hope to see you guys live next month, and feel free to I don't know, talk or whatever. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But I've really appreciated hanging out with you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you to my newly modded individuals as well for the new responsibility. I appreciate you guys. You're all awesome. Someone has a question really quickly for people in the Seattle area. Do you know of an ASD support group in the area? If you do, please drop that in the comments below on the actual video, because the chat's going to disappear soon, I assume. Okay, love you guys. You guys are amazing. I'm going to end it. I really am, I promise. Bye. I'm pushing the button.